All right, peace, love, and light, Leo. This is just going to be your soul's reading for Capricorn season. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me or see more tarot or tip the tarot reader, all of that information is as always in the description below. So go ahead and click the title to get to it. We are going to say our prayer and then shuffle up and then we shall begin. So, dear the divine God, our Holy Father, Yahweh, and our angels, thank you for being the highest form of good in our lives, for keeping our heads on straight and straying us away from negativity as best as possible. And thank you to the angels for the assistance that they have brought today and assistance they'll bring during this reading. Right now, I'm asking that you guys bless and protect this space as well as the viewers and myself, to ground us in our energy so that way we know what messages to receive, yours too, and to give us a keen discernment to know what to do with the knowledge received as well. Please grant us the ability to keep our personal opinion and bias to the side if you so choose, the strength to continue on, and the clarity needed to focus. And anything else that you deem worthy for this reading, please allow us to be the vessels to receive and deliver. Amen. Ashe. All right. So, we are starting off with the Tattoo Tarot deck. I already have cards laid out, and it's only 3 cards to be exact. Yeah, I already got 3 cards laid out, and it's 3 cards to be exact, and it's coming from the spirit reading that we did, which is the Sun, the Knave of Wands, and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So, from that, I'm getting that these cards will turn upright. So this is a state of being in a place that we are not in yet. We are going to transition into, with this reading, we are going to transition into the Knave of Wands. And we will be experiencing bliss and our true expression, our true self. This feels like a knighting or anointing of some sort. You know how when someone declares someone a knight, they bless the shoulders with the sword, and that person is officially a knight. But with this circumstance, it feels like this person has always wanted to be a knight, and this person has always wanted to be declared a knight. It's like their whole life they have worked for this personality to be theirs, for them to be the definition, for them to have the honor of the name. So it's like with whatever expression you are fantasizing about, you are going to obtain. So if you wanted to be the entrepreneur, you're becoming the entrepreneur. If you wanted to be the superstar, you're becoming the superstar. If you wanted to be the famous one, you're becoming the famous one. This is what's happening with Leo's soul within Capricorn season. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for Leo's soul in Capricorn season. So I thought the card was going to leave, but it's coming in the challenge position. The Emperor in the challenge position. This is the current phase that we are in. This is the current situation that we are going through. The Emperor is one of knowing of authority. He knows all authority. He knows all authority. And essentially, in order for us to become the authorized one and the authority of our environment, our life, our situation, our experience, we have to know our own authority. And we have to know our own authority in a sense of all of our own authority. We got death in the reverse with the Six of Wands and the Knave of Swords. The death card in the reverse is symbolizing a rebirth, a resurrection. And this is a resurrection of the Knave of Swords in the reverse, which is a beginner of this expression and success, of victory. In order for us to become who we want to become, we have to know what success is for us. We have to know what success or what this character looks like successfully. We have to take ourselves out of our circumstances, out of our environment, out of our reality, out of our culture, out of our society. And we have to look at ourselves in the perception of us being the one we want to be while we are in the environment. And it's like you have to look at yourself without the perspective of your environment being a hindrance, a problem, or a burden to you. You have to learn to become unaffected by your environment. Once you do that, you hit Emperor in the upright. Is learning to become unaffected by your environment. This is through the path of the Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, and Justice. This Seven of Wands card is declaring achievement. This is valor. This is credit. This is a person who, actions that are able to credit you and award you the personality you want to obtain. And then we have the Justice card, which is screaming. Certified authority. We have to make decisions in our life that are going to validate us, not anyone else, but us, in the presence of the persona that we want to obtain as a natural or normal behavior of self. So it's like, what in the world would accredit you, would authorize you as who you want to be? Like, for example, what would make you the entrepreneur? Not as a result of being a victim of your circumstances, but as a result of you living the life that the version of you would have. So, for example, for me, being the spiritual entrepreneur, that person, they have advertisement videos. They have spiritual products. They are always advertising the self. They're networking in every environment. They are connecting with everyone and allowing themselves to be introduced to everyone by themselves. Like, they introduce themselves to everyone as the business that they are. Like, for me, for example, in order for me to be the spiritual entrepreneur, I have to embody the business of Heaven's Garden. I can no longer be Monique, which is why I have changed everything over to Sophia the Christ, the face of Heaven's Garden. I can no longer be... What can I no longer be? I can no longer be lazy. I can no longer be procrastinative. I can no longer be non-attentive to my environment, because the entrepreneur that I am is always busy developing the business, making it better, making it greater. And it's not as a result of what my environment gives me, but as a result of what I can produce myself. So it's like, what is it that you can produce? that can make you the person that you want to be? What is it that you can produce that can make you the person that you want to be? The Knave of Swords also comes out with the World card in reverse. Both of these cards are in reverse, but I feel this flip in this difference. I feel this flip and I feel this difference. You came back quick.
I just had to go. There, my child. Get something to eat.
Oh.
I gotta work in the morning.
Oh, I didn't know. So we got the World card and we got the Knave of Swords. The World card in the reverse is boredom and allowance of the world to consume you. The Knave of Swords, once again, is a beginner in the expression of their personality. It's like, what is going on here? What is going on here? I can't remember the card in the middle, but I have to do a spread on this. So you got boredom and the beginning of your expression. Hold on. Yeah, because when you turn it in an upright, you know your expression. And you're able to begin moving with it. So essentially, we don't know our expression because of boredom. Because we have been allowing the world to consume us. We have, and it's not coming from the standpoint of I produce the world so much. I produce to the world so much that all it does is consume me. No, it's eating us. It's devouring us. And it's not because of our production at all. It is because of the fact that the world, our society, our culture, our environment, our community is consumptive of us. We have absorbed the environment around us and are a victim of our environment. So you got the Two of Coins, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is in the upright, Three of Cups, and the Two of Coins is in the reverse. The Two of Coins in the reverse is an imbalance in spirituality and physicality, which produces a non-rotation and a sorrowful production of energy to the different personalities of self, which enables the Nine of Wands in the reverse, which is fortification, the Five of Coins in the upright, with the Tower and the Empress. And this spread is Five of Coins, this is a stalemate. Then you have a Tower and you are the Empress. You are the embodiment of the lifestyle. And this Tower is just a perception shift and change. This tower is just a perception shift and change. And the perception shift and change in itself is the knowledge of all the authority you have in your environment. And it does not come from this standpoint of what I am able to do. It does not come from this victim-like mindset of, okay, out of all the experience around me, all experiences around me, this is what I'm able to do. It doesn't come from this. It comes from what we have now, which is the Justice, the Six of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. It comes from knowing your structure. Having victory in your structure. And victory is a step above success. Having victory in your structure. And achievements. So, for example, you live in poverty. And you want to be an entrepreneur. Well, you're not known in your community. You're not known in your environment. You're not known in your culture. You're not known anywhere. But you develop a structure about yourself of once a week, maybe 2 or 3 times, I'm going to advertise on the internet the business that I have. And then that accredits you clientele. And the clientele that comes is like 3 to 5 people. 3 to 5 people. But that's all you need to be an entrepreneur. And they don't have to come consistently. You just have to be able to do something that gives you the credit and enables you to receive the title. You want to become the trainer. You training your best friend and not getting paid for it, it still enables you to be the trainer. You want to become the musician. You creating a song and not putting it out still enables you to be the position. It's like you have to take your perception, standpoint, viewpoint, and understanding out of the numbers and into the embodiment, the structure, and development of self as who you want to be. I want to be famous. Well, what do you credit as famous? Famous is to be known by the nation. Well, you have to start making friends outside of your city. And whenever you have money, you got to travel. You have to travel. And while you are traveling, you have to make friends. So while you're sitting next to someone on an airplane, talk to them. Waiting in the lobby for your dinner table, talk to someone. Become friends with the waitress. Become friends with the host. Become friends with the bartender. You have to network yourself. Because essentially, famous is to be known. And to be known comes from networking. You have to put yourself in everyone's environment. And that enables you to be famous. So it's like, what will accredit you? Your personality. And how can you give that to yourself regardless of the circumstances that you are in. Regardless. You want to be an entrepreneur, but you don't have a phone or internet. But you have the product that you need. Sell that idea for the product to someone who can make it for you. Begin to network an environment of people who can build the business that you want to obtain. Like just recently, I got this wonderful idea to further develop my business, because I be wanting to hold these conversations of wisdom and talk and spirituality and connecting the dots with people, but I have no one to talk to because A, I don't leave the house, and B, I only speak when spoken to. So I have this wonderful idea. I'm just going to talk, and I'm just going to record this conversation, well, this understanding and perception and point of view that I want to put out to the world, and then I'm going to advertise it. Key points. I'm not going to drop the whole thing. I'm going to advertise key points of it. 2121 as I say that. It's like, in order to be the person you want to be, you have to figure out how to put it out there, how to put it into the world. You have to bring it out of your dreams into your body and out into your world, your community, your environment, your circumstances, your reality. You have to make it. So we got one last final card to pull that will enable us to be our expression of self that we truly want to be. Six of Cups. Nope, that's not right because it's not the archetype. But the sharing is right. Six of Cups is a card of sharing. Networking is what brings you there. There go that 6 and 7 of Wands. That's that journey with the credit. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Falling out of love with the previous life. Laying it to rest. Queen of Cups. Presenting the dream self. Ooh. The Queen of Cups, she is all allure. She is all allure. To be alluring is to be intra-sumptive. It's like you pull people in to consume them. You pull people into consuming who you want to be, the person that you are. You let them know you are the change. Two of Swords. The protected love. And then the card that is upright is the Nine of Wands. Unity. Unity fell out first. Then the achievements that accredit you. Then the laying to rest. No, then the achievements that accredit you. Then the protected love. Then laying to rest. And then you are able to present the allurement into the personality that you want to be. Essentially, what this is saying is not only do you have to persuade others, you have to persuade yourself into that environment that you want to into that personality that you want to be. You have to tempt yourself into it. You have to persuade yourself into it. You have to lead yourself into it. You can't sit and wait for somebody to come by and tell you what to do. And there is no sense and no point in waiting, for the simple fact and understanding of you have all of the knowledge of how to be this person already inside of you. You're just not acting on it. You know the decisions that you need to make every single day, and you just not acting on it. And trust me, I know that it is way harder done than said. Because I used to be a person who would lay there, knowing that I could just turn off my phone and get off of scrolling through social media and actively use social media and post myself on social media. But I would still lay there because of the weight and the pressure in my mind that caused me anxiety to the change. And Yahweh is saying that is just social anxiety. The fear of potential that could come. The unknowingness of how to navigate a reality that you have never seen around you and never been within. But you have to be willing to make those errors. You have to be willing to make those mistakes. You have to be willing to make those accidents, so that way you can never make them again. Learn to clear out your anxiety through allowance. Leo, it is time for you to come out of your shell. You got the 8 of Swords and the High Priestess with the Knave of Coins. The 8 of Swords is trapped and bound wishes. Protected, trapped wishes. Bound wishes. Held back. You're held back. Your wishes are held back by your secrets. The secrets of your life that keep you unhappy with the 10 of Coins, unpeaceful, and dreaming. Essentially, what I see you doing, Leo, is you are maintaining your fantasy as a fantasy. You are keeping it in your dreams. You are not allowing this dream to come into reality. You're keeping it in your mind, and you are maintaining it there. You are sustaining it there. You're making it stable in your mind. And it's not from the standpoint or context of you manifesting, creating it to come out. No, you're creating it to stay within. And that looks like, okay, as I'm laying down scrolling through social media, I could just make a quick post right now of what I want to do. But you know what? If I do that, my whole world gonna change, and People may not like it. People may not like me. I might not get any views. So I'm going to just keep on scrolling. And that's how you're maintaining your fantasy to stay a fantasy and not become your real life. By having doubt and insecurity about them. The protected love is the fantasy that you hold and have. So, Leo, I'm seeing that we need to do a deeper reading on this. I'm seeing that we need to do a deeper reading on this in order to truly disconnect you from just dreaming of being this person and truly activate you into being the person. You have to lay to rest, meaning you have to kill the version of you that let its circumstances win. The circumstances of, I might not get no likes or no views. I might not get a client. You letting that situation win. It wins sometimes. And it wins all the time, rather. When you put yourself out there and you don't get the result that you have expected. One thing that enabled me to continuously put myself out there is by having the knowledge, understanding, perception, point of view, and context of. You are going to get what you have worked for in life. Nothing is going to come to you without you working for it. If you want to create a reality for yourself, especially a reality that has never existed around you, about you, of you, or by you before, you have to work for it in order to get it. On your first day out there, you're not going to receive anybody because you're starting from ground zero. Some of you guys are starting from the basement, where you literally have nothing and no one. And it's just you. And you got to start. You have to start. Regardless. You got to start regardless. I've been on this wave of by any means possible. But now I'm awakening to my understanding of it. Well, my saying of it, which is by any means available. By any means available, I'm going to get what I want. I'm not going to risk what I want by trying to get what I want. I'm going to get what I want by any means available to me. BMA. By BAMA. Bama. By any means available. By any means available, I'm going to get what I want. And that also goes for its another perception of by any means that makes it available to me, I'm going to get what I want. So if I see someone that I know can spread my spiritual business, I'm going to position myself to be around them and communicate to them and offer it to them. Hey, would you like to spread knowledge about my business? By any means available, I'm going to get what I want. And one thing that you have to do when having that mindset is by make sure that you're not risking it, what you want. Make sure that you're not make sure you're not going to lose what you want trying to get it. So I'm going to end this reading because that's all that we have for Leo within Capricorn season. And I'm going to take this into a deeper soul reading. I'm going to take this into a deeper soul reading to see how we can condition one out of social anxiety. And it's more so a social anxiety to the self. You're scared of your extroverted side. You're scared of your ability to communicate with yourself. And I'm not saying talking to yourself or talking to people who are around or talking to your imagination. And I'm not saying think in your head. I'm saying getting to know your behavior, your body language, character type, and personality type. You're scared to get to know yourself. You're scared to get to know your best self. And that's what the situation is. So once you become unscared, Leo, you will obtain it. And you will be great. And that's all I have for you for Capricorn season. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me or see more tarot, all of that information is in the description below, as well as tipping the tarot reader. To get to it, all you have to do is click the title and it takes you to the description. Peace, love, and light. And as always, be great.